Hello, everyone, and welcome to the New York Session Market Caller this afternoon. How are we doing today? Hope we're good. Hope we are fine. All right, very quickly, we'll be looking at the market. That's the US equity market, and then we'll be seeing what is happening in that market, opportunities available, and other, areas of interest that we might have marked out in the morning. We'll see how they are doing and then can take advantage of them. All right, thank you so much for joining, Anna and my dear brother Wanda. I don't know if I got that pronunciation correctly, but my apologies if I didn't. Let me share my screen and so we can start. So earlier this morning, we mapped out certain areas we wanted to see opportunity from and wanted to buy from on US 30, NAS 100, and also on S&P 500. Starting with US 100, we wanted to buy from this zone because on 1 hour time frame, this is the only zone that has not been mitigated, right? Price has not mitigated anything around here. We have a fresh order block here and also inducement here. And we stated clearly that there are two opportunities for us to either, price tap into this fair value gap and then fill 50% of the fair value gap, and then we see the continuation to the upside. That's a possibility. And the second is price tapping into the unmitigated order block. And then from there, we see price, continue in its original direction to the upside. The first opportunity will give us a total of 4.8 R, and the second will give us a total of 2.7 RR in terms of win, right? And on our S&P 500, it's still pretty much stalling. Price didn't get to the to our order block here, and it's still reacting off this breaker block. And hopefully, if he wants to sell down, that's fine and good. And we'll just be watching what will happen, because we have an area that's not been mitigated here. I'll be watching how it's going to unfold. Hopefully, we'd see it tank a bit to the downside. This level still holds, right? If for any reason price, okay, I'm seeing this area. I didn't get to see this in the morning. This is a fresh unmitigated level. This is a fresh unmitigated level. Let me see the RR from here to here. Still worth it. 4R, still worth it. But then overall, this is the level I'll be interested in. The price sells, or we see a massive selling into that level, taking out this liquidity. All right, that being said, let's look at the last one for today. US 30. US 30 is still struggling to sell off from this zone we marked out in the morning. And some days is like this, actually. Let me just check Forex Factory to see if there's any exciting news coming out. It's Tuesday. Oh, nothing exciting coming out today, guys. So we might just have a ranging market all through today, or price sells a bit to the downside and eventually stalls, right? Because there's no momentum, no news that is going to give us that momentum today. So for that reason, we might most likely just watch while we remain patient. We have CPI on Thursday, which is good for the market, and we have PPI on Wednesday, that's tomorrow, which is also good for the market. So not to further delay this conversation, I believe strongly that we don't have much of opportunity today in the market, right? What we have is just, the market's being sluggish because there's no news, there's no fundamental to drive it down. So we'll just be patient and we'll see how it unfolds. Today's analysis, I'm still on my trades, right? Most those trades I gave out, they're still on, they're still active, and I'm watching the charts just to see how they unfold finally. Because I mean, if they should go where, that's some serious money at the beginning of the week. Last week was fantastic. 2 weeks ago also was fantastic. We backed a lot of profits. The same thing with last week. Hopefully this week we should still, okay, now some action. We should see something significant also coming out, right? See something significant coming out. Need this guy to really fall down. All right, guys. that will be all for today. Nothing really special has happened. Okay, I'm seeing a question. Sorry, I just saw your question now. Can I enter the US 30? My brother, price, we should have entered from this zone. Oh, we should have entered from this zone. That would be the best place. If you want to enter now, look at what you're entering into. The risk to reward now is 1:1.4. Is it really worth it to enter a trade of 1:1.4? I don't think so, right? But then 2.4 is still a good trade. You get 2.4 is still a good trade. One interesting thing about this S&P 500 is that based on different brokers I'm using on this zone, is look as though price has taken out the breaker block entry. But on my own, what's it called, brokerage platform, the trade is still on. I'm currently still in this sell, right? And that's why I'm looking forward to it pouring down to clear all of this, and then eventually, but I can't ignore this. This will be like my first take profit, and then this second, right? And once we clear here, I'm not taking any sell. I'll wait for price to show exactly what he wants to do, because overall we are still very, very much bullish, right? This is just counter trading. Even the US 30 trade is just weak counter trading, because there's nothing for us today in terms of buy yet. So that's why. But now, if price comes back into this zone, you can buy, you can sell, sorry, from this zone and then sell to the downside, right? But if price is going and moving without entry again into this zone, it's not really worth it. It's not really worth it. You want to enter where price is really, really, where the RR makes sense, the risk to reward makes sense. All right. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate our coming for this New York session. Ensure you use proper risk management. Ensure this box pattern, this is, everything is just looking good here. Box pattern plus FVG plus other block. We should see that down to the downside, hopefully, because this market can move mad sometimes. But inshallah, inshallah Jesus, we should see something really, really interesting and solid. All right, I remain Demola Global. Thank you so much for joining. We see you tomorrow by 8:30 in the morning for the London session, where we look at GBP USD, Euro USD, Yen related asset class, and also DXY. And by 2:30, there will be a review also, like what we have today by 2 o'clock. All right, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. Cheers and God bless everyone.